Welcome out to Kojak's live stream on Saturday night, May 1st, the first day of May. We're getting things all wrapped up and put together. We'll have you some action in about 5 to 10 minutes. All right, welcome out to Kojak's Live, where your action is brought to you by Charlie and Chris. Miss Joni saying hi. She stopped by. Hello, Joni. Goodbye, Joni.
Bye.
Bye. And just like that, we are in the action. We've got Mr. Clyde Hinton on live stream at Champions Poker Club this week. He is playing in the, I guess it's the 1025 or 25 on the button, 2550.
2550.
2550. We've watched him on the other screen, and now we're watching Kojak's Poker Club. Kojak's Poker Club. We're playing $5 on the button, round of each. Hold'em and Pot Limit Omaha. It is 5 on the button. Minimum buy-in $1,000. Maximum buy-in $3,000 or 70% of the big stacks. So we'll start to see the chip stacks climb as we start to see people winning.
Uh-oh. Roger's fixing to get in trouble with his ace because Joseph done made Broadway.
Yeah, Joseph done made Broadway and Hold'em. That's pretty hard to beat unless you have a boat. And Roger's got 0% chance of making a boat. And he's leading out with $65. Joseph may be slow playing a little bit to see what he can bleed out. And Joseph's going to raise it up. Looks to be about $130. And that was pretty close. He raises up to 135. Roger makes the snap call.
Yeah, I actually told everybody at the table. I said, there's a few guys I don't have to make this speech to. I said, but you're on this table for action. If you're a bunch of rocks, Charlie and I will embarrass you.
And we wouldn't, but it's fun to put the fear of being on live stream in them.
I think Roger took it to heart right there with A7.
Yes. And just like that, with a turn card or a river card of a 4 clubs, Alfredo leads out, or Joseph leads out in bets, and Roger's going to let it go. Joseph's up to about 1.7 thousand, and Roger is at $1.8 thousand.
Down 2.
Yes. Chip count, Jeremy bought in for the max along with Big Taco and Corey. GQ, otherwise known as Ken Smith, setting in seat number 6. Has that amount of money that was up on the screen before it went away.
That's Jeremy in seat 3.
Oh my goodness. We've got Taco next to Alex, next to Jeremy, next to Roger, next to Sterling. This is going to be an action game. And we're only on Hold'em. Buttons over on Mr. Portillo. Jeremy's going to look down at Ace, Queen, offsuit. He's going to bump her on up to $30 to make her holler.
Did have a request from GQ.
Yes.
He's like, when we get to the PLO, will y'all not make me look too bad? He said, I really want to learn the game. And I said, no, we won't. I promise we won't say you're an idiot unless, you're an idiot. No, he just laughed.
And look at this. Mr. Copeland's come to play. Jeremy raises it up to $30. Roger 3 bets him to 130, 100 on top with 3 deuce offsuit, forcing Corey to fold his pocket 5s. Will Joseph do the same after winning the first big pot with deuces?
No, Joseph will call. He has a pocket pair.
He's here for action.
And he may make a liar out of it, but he will call. And knowing Joseph, if you ever played with him on Poker Bros, look at that. He's counted out. Told you.
He makes the call. Big Taco looks at 10-9.
Taco folds. I think Taco folds to a $130 bet with 10-9. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Alex can call.
Alex has a callable hand. Only problem is his queen is killed with Jeremy's ace. And he lets it go.
When you're looking at that kind of raise, I don't think you can call with Queen 10.
So we've got 3-way action going to the flop. Ace Queen versus pocket deuces versus 3 deuce. And this is a flop that's going to create action. Joseph flops the third nuts. Pocket 4s being the nuts, 4 deuce being the next nuts, and deuces being the third nuts.
For all arguments here, he flopped the nuts.
Yeah, for arguments in this hand, he flops the nuts. And Roger does have outs.
Roger could get in trouble. Roger could get in trouble with this hand.
Roger's got outs. Flop can come 5, 6 of spades, and he's got the straight flush.
Yes.
That's why he's not completely dead.
And if a 3 and a 5 pop off, Jeremy's going to lose a lot of money.
So Joseph, it goes check to Roger with the 3 deuce. He's going to lead out with $275. Joseph is just looking like he's going to... Nope, he's making a raise.
Why would you raise that?
Action's now $825, I believe. $675. I cannot count. Those were greens.
I don't know why he raises there. Did Roger just
And
call?
Roger makes the call.
I guess if you're going to play 3 deuce and you get a deuce, you better bang on it. If a 3 comes, Roger's broke.
Because he's betting on the fact that neither one of them called that $130 bet with a...
Oh, wow.
The straight flush draw is there now.
It's there.
Oh, my goodness.
If a spade falls off, Roger's broke. If a spade falls off, Roger goes broke this
Joseph goes all in. Action's now on Roger to make the call. We're on the second hand of the night. And we've already got a pot over $2.7 thousand. Roger makes the call, and a jack of diamonds comes on the river.
I don't know why.
Joseph flips over pocket deuces, and Roger is going to double check to make sure he does not have anything like that, and he shows. And Joseph pulls in a monster pot. Pot. He's already up to $3.6 thousand. Doubled up on that hand.
Wow. I like Roger's commitment on the flop.
Yes.
But when that turn gets there, what are you doing? When you get an all in right there.
Yeah, that is a scary card, but he did have the unbeatable out draw, the still will.
I think Roger's out.
Yeah, Roger may be out.
Was that hand number 2?
That was hand number 2. We have one winner so far, and that's been Joseph and Joseph.
Wow.
2 hands and 1 winner of the night. And just like that, everybody's shocked to find out that Joseph is your new chip leader. And we're not even on PLO and we've seen this kind of action.
No. 2 hands.
Hold them.
2 hands. We've already had, 4,000 in the middle total? 5,000 in the middle total?
Yes.
I think Roger took me literally.
Maybe so, maybe so. He was there ready to play though.
He did tell me, he said, everybody knows I don't bluff. I turn a hand over.
And he showed it. He showed his 3 deuce. He wasn't afraid of
it. Over.
So button moves around to seat number 4.
And I don't know if Roger sat back down or if we got...
It'll be filled in instantly. We got a list of about 18 people on the live stream list. And it's filled in instantly. So Michael Slate, welcome to the table. He won the freeze out the other night, I believe, here at Kojak. So he's got a pocket full of spinning cash.
Oh, he has a pocket full.
Yeah, he's ready.
Yeah.
We got Mr. Sterling Melton. It is his birthday, so happy birthday, Sterling. Your lady is going to be watching tonight. So we've got a wild table still here tonight at Kojak's. We got 2 5 on the button tables going also. We're about to open a second 5 on the button round of each. And look at these hands and hold them they're getting. Ace King, Jack 10, King Queen, Queen 7 suited. Queen 7 suited is in the drawing lead.
The drawing lead, correct.
Goodness gracious. So with a bet of $45 from Sterling with the best hand, Mr. Jeremy will make at least the call with this hand. And he does do exactly that. He's looking for a spade or a queen or a 7, and the turn card of a deuce of diamonds is not one of those. Now Jeremy has 10 outs left in the deck, and Sterling's betting into him $70. He's going to make him pay to see these outs.
Yeah, I like Sterling's play here. I mean, you make
it's
him
not
pay.
hard.
No, make him pay.
And he's not overcommitting himself. He's betting 70, 70, 70. And like right here, a 6 comes on the turn. Sterling's got the best hand. That's still a scary board when somebody's been calling you the whole way. But Sterling's not going to let it affect him. Look at this. He's grabbing more chips.
Yeah.
He throws a bet of $90 out in the center. Jeremy's only move here is to make a bluff and push the action. And I see $400 in the pot. $100 raise is probably going to get called.
Yep.
$200 raise is probably going to get called because that's half pot. The only thing that would work here is $500 or $600 in my opinion.
Well, with a $400 bet, 75% of the pot would get it done. I really think so. And I don't really. If you watch the last 2 bets Sterling's made, it's been about 20 or 25% of the pot. And if he ups that to a third or somewhere in that neighborhood, he still gets paid off, but it makes his hand appear a lot stronger than it is.
And that $90 was enough to get him to fold.
Yeah, and it was a little less than, like I say, a little less than 25% to get him to go.
So we say all these players are a little bit loose and it's going to be crazy action tonight. They're loose in the sense that it's not bad loose. If they have a percent to win, they're going to be making the calls.
Yeah,
and we saw that second hand.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do like the continuation all the way through the hand with Sterling betting. I did like the consistency.
He never let the power of the first to act let go. He maintained the position that I've got a big hand. He followed that all the way through, and in the end, Jeremy believed he had him.
And a lot of players, after you make a bet like that in first position, and the guy comes right out and snap calls you, and then you make a bet on the turn, and the guy comes in and snap calls you. Typically, it slows you down on the river.
Right, and he didn't quit. He continued. He three continued betting.
Yeah, he
I don't even know what you call that.
He tripped it.
Yeah, he triple barrel.
Triple barrel. Yes.
He triple barrel bet with the best hand. How is that?
Right.
So we are on hand number 4.
In his mind, he's bluffing with the best hand the whole way.
Right. And Jeremy folded the second best hand.
Yep.
So we've got we've got 10, straddle at 10, we got 7 players. Flop comes out 5, deuce 5. Sterling picks up one of the best drawing hands because he's got 2 clubs no, he doesn't have 2 clubs. He's got a club and the straight draw. Nobody except for GQ has a pair.
Look how bad the percentages are. Everybody's got a chance here.
Everybody does.
Well, except Jeremy. Everybody's got a chance. But, wow.
A 6 comes, Jeremy's in the lead with Queen 6. Yeah, everybody's got a card that can hit.
3 6s are gone.
Oh, yeah. So we're down to 3-way action now. GQ bet $45. 3 people in the pot. 5 on the turn completes GQ's full house. Yep. But the only problem, a 6, a 3, or an ace, and he's a loser.
Yeah.
A 3, we have a double chop.
A 5, he loses. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. 5, he loses to ace high.
And if ace high folds, he's going to lose to 6 high.
Yeah, so we're heads up. And a 3 on the river, that gives Joseph the nuts.
Look at him banging on it. Right off the bat.
And Kinsey says, there's no way you have a 3 here. How can you have a 3 at this point? And so he makes the call.
Look at Joseph pulling in the chips.
And he flips over his hand, and Kinsey said, I had it the whole way until the river. That's why it does take 5 streets to get there.
Oh.
Wow. And just like that, Joseph wins 3 of 5 hands. Joseph wins 3 of 5 hands. And that chip count leader, he's almost at $4,000 now. He's doubled up, plus some.
I was counting streets when I was like, 3,
First street,
5,
second street.
third
First street, second street, and third street are all one.
and then 3. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, yeah.
The flop counts as 3 streets. It just comes out simultaneously.
That's why it takes 5 cards to win.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I was trying to say, but we just didn't quite get to that action.
Yeah, I was going, you really confused me there. I was like, 1, 2.
So if you're good at multitasking, you can watch our live stream tonight and Champion Socials, or Champion Poker Club's live stream. Mr. Clyde Hinton, Kojax's owner, is sitting in, I think, seat number 8.
Is that Matt dealing? The old dealer from here? That is Matt.
Yeah, that is our old dealer from here, Mr. Matt Anderson.
Yep.
Wouldn't even have recognized him if it wasn't for that. So on our third hand at Kojax for our No Limit Hold'em round, we have Mr. Corey Smith with Ace 8, Alfredo, who can't seem to lose a hand with 3 deuce, and Big Taco in the pot with 5-4. Until Mr. Jeremy wakes up with a real hand, and look at this. I like this raising size.
I do too.
Not only because Ace King woke up behind him, but because it's going to invite more people to call. And Kinsey says, I just lost with my boat. We're not playing it. I'm going to 3-bet it. 165 is the price to go. Action's now back on Corey Smith. He's peeking around.
He'll fold.
Yes.
Yeah, he folds.
He's peeking around to see about how many chips Kinsey's got inside of his stack.
I would say Joseph might fold. I don't know the way Joseph's running right now.
I would
Who
not
knows?
fold a hand if I was Joseph.
I looked at the champion screen. I saw that Eskin Danny. Yeah, at first I thought that's
Espandari.
Espandari. Yeah, I'm like, holy cow. Because they already got 2 really big pros on there. And it just, yeah.
So
Wrong
Corey
guy.
does let it go. Action's now on Mr. Joseph. And he looks down at 3 deuce. I would love to see this call.
Surely he's not
for
gonna get
action
flirty.
purposes.
Agreed, but he's got to fold. Yeah, he counts it out. He's like, there's no way. Big old sissy. I'm gonna tell him he's big old sissy.
Frankie's going to let it go.
I'm gonna tell him he was in the lead with that 3 deuce.
So now Jeremy, question: should he re-raise it here? Should he
Yes.
4-bet it?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
he only calls. That's going to make it where Sterling's out of the pot, so we're heads up. Classic coin flip scenario here: Ace King versus King Queen.
Win, lose, or draw. Yes, he should have come over the top there. Absolutely.
Because that would. Hey, welcome back, Roger.
Oh yeah, Roger's back.
Oh, Slate must have just been sitting down, just seeing.
Oh okay.
Welcome back to the table, Mr. Copeland.
So Kojak made a little money. Went to the ATM.
So I like this. I like this. GQ is doing the same thing that Sterling did with Ace King. He's leading out betting it. The only problem is there's a golden hand behind him. He just makes the call.
But I don't like Jeremy's calling right there. You're giving him at this point. You're giving him more opportunity to catch.
Right.
You know. And
Check. River card is a 10 of diamonds, and it does work the slow playing.
Yeah. Kinsey saved himself some money by betting like that, and because he should have fired again on the river. Jeremy should have been betting this the whole way.
Right.
At least raising the whole
Jeremy
way.
bets on the river, and that forces GQ to fold. And he's looking around. He's saying, "Come on, guys, get me a drink or something."
I think Jeremy left a lot of value on the table there.
I agree.
It's-
Because a raised pre-flop would have got, if he would have 3-bet, he'd have got the call.
Correct.
And he would have been, at that point, Kinsey would have been committed to putting at least half his stack in on the flop.
Correct.
Mr. Clyde pulls in a decent-sized pot. He's stacking up some yellow chips, stacking up some purple chips, and stacking up some black chips. We are rooting for him.
Are there purples 5 there?
Their purples are 500.
Okay.
They're an octagon chip. They're called a dude, and they also have yellow dude 1,000 chips.
Did you see their tournament chips were octagons as well? I saw a picture of Miss Debbie's stack, who is leading Kojak's everybody there with her stack in the main event.
I think we have right now 5 players that have bagged. Miss Debbie is around 1.145
Yeah.
million. Jimmy Tong JT from Big Spring, who plays here often, is at 800 and X thousand. Braxton Dunaway's at 627,000. Chris Murray's at 500-ish thousand. Jack Keane is at around 232,000.
Orlando's at 236.
And I saw Orlando's and Ben's name on there.
Yep.
On there also. We wish them all luck, but we also wish
Come on, Miss Debbie.
Come on, Miss Debbie, bring her home.
I like everybody there.
Yeah, and
but
Braxton and all that. But if Miss Debbie wins, it'd be awesome.
Yep, absolutely. I want Miss Debbie to win the whole thing, just because that would be the greatest thing since sliced bread right there.
Yes. So we're on hand number 7.
Well, and I still have nightmares from where I bluffed her with the nuts here. So that would at least give me some redemption that you
lost to the
to the champ.
Lindsay's looking at Clyde. So we put the TV up right there, and the screen is actually showing Clyde, and they're all looking at it. Clyde's in a hand. He's got Ace 10 versus Mr. Wynn's Ace King of Hearts. Flop comes out 2-8, 6-8. So right now Clyde is behind. He's looking for a 10 or a big bluff to win that hand. But back on Kojak's hand, Roger picks up Ace Queen. He's going to 3-bet it up to 75, so he did not take any break during his rebuy. And we are going to have action. Ace Deuce, King 10, King 9, 6, 7 suited. Kinsey's in it. Oh my goodness, they are here to play tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and Roger actually gets it in this time with the best hand.
Yeah, he's in pre-flop right now with the best. Action's on Mr. Alex Portillo to make the $55 call.
I don't know. I mean, he's got position on everybody. I don't know if he.
I don't think he folds. Period.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think there's any chance. He's got just a good enough hand to be 3-way.
I mean, he's getting almost 4-1 to win his money. You know, I mean, he's got to call 55 to win 200.
And had he known that he's got diamonds crushed so hard in Kinsey's hand, he would have instantly made the call. Flop comes out, 6 of spades, 4 of hearts, 6 of spades. He flops a pair, the top pair. GQ, Mr. Kinsey flops bottom pair or middle pair. Roger's got none of it. Alex Portillo does not slow play. If you've watched any of our episodes of Kojak's Live, you see that Mr. Portillo does not slow play any hand. He's going to lead out with a buck and a squirt.
Did you feel that first stat that popped up said he bet $15? I'm like, what? They corrected it, but yeah.
Oh, and the card that Kinsey's looking for, this 7 of spades, comes out, giving Kinsey 2 pair. Alex does not slow play, so we're going to see a bet. Probably going to be in the $250 range.
4-9 king is all he's looking for.
Yeah, he's looking for a 4, a 9, or a king. That's his only out. 6 of them.
He's a 4-1 dog at this point.
The king of spades and king of hearts has been gone in the muck from being dealt. He leads out with $175 into a pot that already had 500 cash in it. Action's now on Kinsey. Looks like he's not really paying attention. He's looking up. We've got Clyde playing on the background, and Clyde is in a hand right now, so they are watching him.
Yeah, he paying attention. He just raised it to 515.
Did he just?
Yeah.
Oh, he raised it, not even looking. Didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't even look. Yeah, he's watching Clyde. And
he's.
And Alex is a good enough player, he'll pick up on that. That should scare the pants off of Alex right there.
So Kinsey's doing I'm not really interested in the pot. I'm going to raise and see if you're bluffing if you don't have anything. Only problem is Alex has got a pretty decent hand. He's sitting about 1 out of every 5 times to win. But he's 60% behind right now.
Absolutely. He's 80% behind. He's 4-1 dog right now. Well, yeah, I mean, he's 80 minus 5, but he's still a 4-1 dog.
Yeah, he's a 4-1 dog.
Hey, I don't think he calls. I don't think he can. That should have sent up. Alex is a good enough player. That should have sent up all kinds of red flags.
It's neat to, when you're sitting there playing, sometimes you can miss this kind of stuff. But when we're sitting here observing, commenting on it, it's impossible for us to miss that. And he's showing his king. I think he truly thinks his king might be good there.
Yeah, and the fact that Kinsey's not showing it.
He just doesn't want to be committed to the pot. If he puts in 500 right there, then he's stuck on it. So we are now on hand number 9. Hand number 9. And what that means, the last one to hold them, we've got Mr. Mikey Lopez in the box, washing up the cards. That little red chip right in front of his box under his arm, you can see, is the way that we communicate with our dealers. That way outgoing and incoming dealers don't have to ask questions. They see that we are on Hold'em, and where the button tells them, dictates how many more hands we have. This is the last hand to Hold'em. We've got 2 players over 3,000, 2 players right at 3,000, and it just goes on down from there.
And you would be amazed at how many players have to look at that button in front to see what game we're playing. I mean, seriously.
2 or 4, and then still look at that.
They're still like, what game are we on? It's funny how people get distracted about little things like that.
Yes.
Oh, Frankie's playing. King 10 or Queen 10 suited. He's playing.
And he's playing for 30, so this is the last hand to hold him. He raises her up to $30. Roger looks down at Queen 9, just one upped by Big Taco. He's going to make the call. Sterling with Jack 10 right behind him is going to make the call. Alfredo makes the call with 10 deuce. He's there to play. Flop comes out King 6-4. Almost, actually, it is the exact same flop as last hand. Mm-hmm. King 6-4 is the flop.
Yep.
Nobody has a piece of it. Check, 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 check. Turn card, 8 of diamonds.
We've got the Crusher just walked in. We caught you watching Clyde up there while he was dealing between hands.
It's hard to not watch him. I want to see how he's doing.
So
he's holding his own.
He is.
First two hands.
I know.
First two hands, we have one winner, Joseph.
Yeah, I know.
And man, what was the talk out there? So we've got a new camera set up. That camera's going to have some.
Oh, nice bet by Joseph with nothing.
Yeah, he's running hot. They don't want to challenge him. Our new camera's going to have microphones.
Oh, good.
There was no inappropriate talk or anything. I mean, Roger kept calling me the Terminator and then said this little heifer over here, Dylan. And I was like, well, sorry.
So he knew the outcome.
You saw what he flipped over
yes.
to. It's the heifer's fault.
And I kind of looked at it and I was like, bud.
So Alfredo's now broken the $4,000 mark.
I told Charlie about that hand. I said, I like Roger's commitment after the flop with 3 deuce, 4-4 deuce.
He said, he's like, I have a straight flush draw. He's like, I had to call. I'm like, I don't think I would have.
No.
Not that moment.
But the minute you don't call, so what I think we're gonna do on the next table is we'll have a rabbit cam, so whenever those are there, we can see here and they can see live. I think that would be a lot of fun.
That would be so fun.
Yeah, so now we are on the first hand. Big Taco's got the button. That means PLO, 4 card high only. 5 on the button with a straddle of 10. Mr. Clark is gonna be first to act, and he's got one of them troublesome hands that can be trouble for someone else. Huh? Yes. Roger comes in with King 5-5-3. 1 king's gone. Corey's going to be playing. Only because he has the Charlie 5-3 in his hand.
Twice.
Right?
So does Roger, though.
Yes.
You know, twice.
Man, straddle to 10. I'd love to see. Oh, Portillo wakes up in the straddle with a big hand. He's got double suited aces with Jack Deuce. He's going to be potting this one right here. Pot. And there we go. Just like that, he bets $70.
That should thin the herd a little bit. Corey might stay with 3s. I don't think he will. Yep, he did.
Yep.
Wow.
So only at Kojak's can you pot it up, raise it to $80, and get 4 callers. Oh no, Frankie, let go.
And get pocket 3s to call you.
Yes. In this instance right here, I like Joseph's hand. He's got many chances at 2 pair.
Oh sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Big Taco did let it go.
Yeah.
Flop comes out Queen of Hearts, 9 of Spades,
2 pair on the flop.
Queen of Clubs. Man, I can't talk. But just like that, Alfredo, we'll call him Joseph. Joseph, as that comedian says. Joseph pops 2 pair, Queen 9, top 2.
125, is that what he bet? I can't tell what he bet. 225.
So, yeah, Portillo leads out, protecting his aces. He doesn't know that they're cracked as of this moment. He's looking for a 4 and ace to come out.
Corey's Hollywood, and there we go. Get rid of it. Joseph needs to raise here. He's got to run the aces off.
He does not. He just makes the call. So he's given a chance for a 4 and ace to come out on the turn.
Yeah.
And a 10 comes out. That gives a Broadway draw to Alex also.
Yep.
Nobody's got backdoor clubs. We may see a check.
I would like to see a bet from Alex here.
Yes, I'd like to see a bet from Alex and a raise from Joseph. So Alex does check. Joseph's not going to slow play his 2 pair. No. He says 250.
It's good to find out where you're at. Now, Alex is going to play, he snap called him. That just slowed Joseph way down.
So we've got 1.2 thousand in the pot. River card comes out, a 4. That's the card that Alex was looking for, Bingo. And that's the card that Joseph let get there.
Bingo. Yep.
At that point, if you bet pot on the turn, Alex may still call with the Broadway draw and aces, but it's still a lot tougher of a call. And look at this, Joseph.
I like the bet.
Joseph's coming back out firing. He's got at least 320 in there, or 325.
Again,
300.
though, we're back to that 20%. You know, he needs to bet a little more than that.
The only problem with that is that's one third of the pot, or 1/5 of the pot.
Yeah, 20%. Yeah, it seems suspicious. But you put Alex in a spot where he's got to make a crying call with aces and 2 pairs.
Yeah, because he has to make that call. $300 to win $1,800 back.
Correct. You know, you just put him in a real tough spot. But I like the bet, and if he calls, obviously Joseph loses, but that's a good bet right there. And I do like the sizing. It does seem
It's almost
like
a reverse psychology. Isn't it?
it almost seems like a please call me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was
Yeah.
enough to not seem like, oh, he's going to call it, but it was enough to say, hey, call this because I've got the win in hand, and that's almost enough to make him think backwards. And Joseph's going to throw down 2 pair. Alex is going to flip over his aces and say, I got you on the river.
Yep.
And you can see Joseph's disgust when he looks away at the screen. Clyde's pulling in some money. And that's Mr. Matt Anderson dealing on the live stream table at Champions Club. Nice guy, came out here and dealt for us for a series and for a little while. Headed back, he is a professional bowler. His brother is an extremely top-rated professional bowler.
Yeah, I think the Joseph needed to bet just a little more there. 20%
Yes.
was, and Alex is smart. Like I say, he's a good enough player to know that 20% is worth the call.
He bets 1,000 right there. He gets a fold.
Yeah.
But we are early in the night. They are still testing the waters to see what they can get away with. And when we find out what they do get away with, then that's what will happen.
I even think if he takes it to the 40 to 45% of the pot there, 600 would have got rid of him, I think.
Yes.
Especially if he just snaps it out there, But the other side of that too is Alex checked it to him. So Joseph, I like Joseph's bet. Hey, call me, but that was a please call me bet.
Yes.
And in most cases, Alex is beat at that point. People don't realize in PLO how strong 2 pair actually is.
No.
They don't. They think it's like Big O, and it's not. 2 pair is extremely, extremely stout.
Action's on Clyde now on the live stream over at Champions. Mr. Perkins 3 bets it up with pocket 7s to 1,500. Clyde makes the call with King 8 suited, as does Elijah's with King Queen offsuit. Flop comes out. Clyde takes the lead over top of the pocket 7s. He is in the lead in the hand. He's setting almost 60% to win. Back on us, Mr. Sterling 3 bets it up $120 with King 7-5.
Attaboy. Oh, he just moved all in for $11K.
Yeah, Clyde's all in on the live stream at Champions for $11,400.
Sorry, y'all watch Kojak's. We're watching this to see how Clyde does.
And Clyde pulls in the pot. So back to
31. There we
Kojak's
go.
action. We've got a 3 bet by Sterling. Corey makes the call with 9-9-7-6. Mr. Portillo's looking down at King Queen 5 deuce.
Yeah, we're double broadcasting.
He's
today.
going to let that go. Jeremy Clark's going to let his straddle go. Action's now on Roger with 6-7-5 deuce. He's got a flush in his hand. He says, I call. And just like that, raised to $120. We got 3 players. $375 in the pot. Flop comes out. Ace of spades. 4-7 of clubs.
Roger picks up open-ended.
And Corey's got the only clubs in his hand.
Yep.
I mean, in someone's hand. 2 people flop a pair of 7s. Sterling's got the overpair of kings.
What it is?
What's up, Mr. Ricky P? Roger leads out and bets $375. Action is now on Sterling with a 3 of hearts on the turn. Roger's got a 92% lock with 5 deuce. He's got the will in his hand. Can Sterling let this go with a will on the board? There's also a 5-6 for a straight to the 7. And action's now on Corey with 6-7. Corey's got an 8% chance to win this. He's looking for a 5 for a 7 high straight. Well, that would chop it up. I'm trying to figure out what. Oh, a club. So with an ace of hearts on the river, that's going to give Roger the check mark unless Corey can bet him out. Roger does check. Corey checks right behind him. Roger's going to flip over the 6-5 for the 7 high straight.
Lori Webb, thank you for watching. She's the first one that popped up that she was watching on Facebook tonight. I think she's becoming a fan.
Tabitha's already
Tabitha?
rooting for Mr. Melton, I think.
Yep, she's on Twitch, I believe. Look at the heart.
So as Mikey does, he just continues the action, rolling around the table. We are on hand number, I think, 3 of PLO. Yeah, buttons on Jeremy this hand because he straddled last hand. Roger's going to look down at a pretty decent one.
Has Jeff Barger been sitting there the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he played a hand?
Not yet.
Okay.
Now, in his defense, he had 8 high was his best hand so far.
That did
well,
not
he
stop
had-
some of these players
He
already.
had pocket threes one hand, but that was when they were just
Yeah.
betting the heck out of it.
Yeah.
So here we go. $5 making its way around town. Action on Corey. He calls. Mr. Barger folds it. Mr. Barger did win the seat for the WPT National Steps tournament into Step 3. That will be held at, the venue will be Kojak's.
I told him, I said, that's just proof everybody was in Houston this weekend.
So we're around the table. Mr. Portillo raises her up to $40 with Queen, 8, 7. And the only problem at Kojak's, when you raise to $40, you're liable to get 8 callers. 2, 4, 6, 8. We've got 8 players at the table. One of them folds. 8 players in the hand, 7 players in the hand, $285 in the pot. So this should be fun. Everybody's got a percent chance to win. Flop comes out, 5 of clubs, 7 of spades, ace of diamonds. And just like that, Sterling's 10s are still in the lead.
It's a hard flop to think you're still in the lead.
Yes, and he is drawn to an 8 for the 10 high straight.
What I have noticed in this, because this is 5 on the button, but there is not much difference in 5 on the button or 10 to 25 or whatever. When we get to the PLO, you raise it and get 8 callers.
Yes. And this is what they're looking for. They're looking for Action Jackson. Maybe next week we'll do an all PLO table since everybody will be back. 25 on the button.
Well, our new table that's coming in, will that new system coming in, will it handle Big O?
Yeah, it'll handle every game.
Oh, awesome.
We can play 7 cards, stud. We can play anything.
Play a little deuce to 7 triple draw.
Can play it.
All right.
So Roger leads out. Alex P leads out with pocket queens, 87. He leads out with $75. Roger's going to make the call with ace, king, jack, 9. He snapped it. Action's now on. No, what is this? Corey's raising.
Corey is raising. What is Corey raising with? A pair of 5.
Corey bets the pot. He bets the pot. $435.
545.
I was looking at his bet without his bet in there. $545 is the bet. Action's now on Alfredo. Joseph has the open-ended straight draw.
He might make this.
And
call.
he also's got a 4. He's looking for a 4 for the will doesn't matter if he hits the 4. So he's looking for a 4 or a 9.
Yeah.
That value's not very good.
But he might make the call.
Yeah. Now, granted, he is not far off. He's ahead of Corey. Even though Corey has a 5 in his hand, he's still percent-wise ahead of Corey by 5% to win this hand if he makes this call. So it's not a terrible call depicting what's on the board and what's in their hands. I mean, nothing's on the board, but what's in their hands. It's not a horrible call.
But this call right here, if you miss the turn, you become a huge dog.
Yeah,
So
and you're stuck. You're stuck now because at that point you've committed almost $700 to the pot.
And Corey's in a position where he has to fire again. No matter what card comes, he has to fire again to keep up the story he's trying to tell.
Joseph looks like he is going to make the. Now action is over on Portillo. Clyde Hinton just picked up a beautiful $11,000 pot up at Champions.
Yes, he did. He's even smiling. Clyde's even smiling.
Yeah, Clyde's having a good time up there playing. His wife just bagged. She's one of the top baggers so far. He's having a good weekend. And actions on Alex. He's not sure if he can make this call. He's looking at his cards. So we're just waiting on Alex to make the decision whether he wants to make this call or not. He knows his pocket queens are beat by if anybody has an ace. Only problem is the people in the pot so far do not have an ace. He's going to let it go. Roger's going to let it go after committing $75.
Not knowing he's in the lead.
So we are now heads up $1,500 in the pot.
And we're at a coin toss.
Yeah, and it's a 50-50 basically. And with the turn card being a king, Roger would have been way in the lead. However, now Corey is in the lead with a pair of fives.
And Roger's going to puke when he watches this one.
Yes. So Joseph is looking for a 4, a 6, an 8, or a 9.
I think Corey just potted it again real close. He put a big bet in front of him.
He bets $1,100 into a $1,500 pot. Now, Joseph's started the hand at around 4,000. He's got 2.6 effective left in his stack. That's going to be over or almost half of his stack if he does make this call. And his call is on a draw, unless he's got some magical read on Corey to know he only has a pair of fives in his hand, which is pretty impossible.
Although it is Corey. That being said, look, he's going to make it.
He's counting out chips. He's done this before and laid it down, but I don't think he's going to lay this one down.
So he's got to call 1,100 to win. So he's getting 2 to 1. It's a coin toss still, basically.
And it's 50-50, even though we see we're talking percent on money to value equity.
Yeah.
He's setting about 50% to make this call. He's only setting 33%, but had these hands been played face up, he would snap this call.
Well, this is a moment where, you know, if you want to gamble, gamble.
Right. If he makes this call, he's committing himself, if Corey checks it on the river, for him to pot it and all in.
Because it's not like Corey has him just crushed. You know, he can catch an 8 on the river and win this pot.
Heck, he can catch a 6.
Right. Yeah, I guess he can catch a 6. He sure can. No, he cannot. No, he cannot. If he catches a 6, Corey makes a 7.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's looking for an 8, a 4, or a 9 only. $3,700 in the pot. We're going to the river, heads up. And it's a 6.
Oh.
That gives Corey the 7 high straight and the check mark. Joseph and Corey says all in for his remaining 700 chips. And the bad thing about this is with any pair, Joseph would have to make the call. Luckily for Joseph, he is going to save $700 because he doesn't even have besides a pair of 6, he doesn't have anything. Mm-mm. Had he had 2 pair, he would have snapped it. Yep. Had he had any, flush, anything.
Roger gets in a bind here with his ace king.
Yes.
So Roger dodged a bullet.
And Joseph does not want to let his cards go. He says, look how many outs I did have. And Mikey follows the show one, show all. So Mikey flips them face up so all players can see the cards. And Corey, just like that, is your new chip leader. Joseph drops from $4,000 to $1,500. He lost $25 that hand.
That's what he bought in for, what, 15?
Yeah, he bought in for 15, so he's back to even now. Chip count, we have a new chip leader. Corey's up to $4,400.
One thing about action players is their stacks are going to ride like that.
It's going to be a roller coaster, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Tabitha, we'll let you tell him that. I'm not going to go out there and say, go, baby, go. But yes, I will say that you're cheering for him.
Right.
Jeremy might not understand if I walk out there and go, baby, go.
That is true.
I like Sterling's hand here.
I like Kenzie's hand.
Oh, I like Kenzie's hand. Yeah.
I like Kenzie's hand so much better. I like hands in PLO that aren't paired. And the only reason I like that is because the pairs get in trouble to a pair. I mean,
Right.
they have to hit that card.
But also, if you look at it this way, though, Sterling's hand already has a made hand. If they go to the river and blank it out, Sterling's hand is already made.
Yeah, but it's Kojak's, man. Nobody ever blanks it out here.
Very true. Hurry up, Corey. Stack up your chips. Get some of your kids off the table. He's still stacking from the last pot.
Right? So Sterling bets the pot $15. GQ makes the call. Action's now on Mr. Barger, who's going to make the call also.
Pocket
He's in there
sevens.
with 10, 7, 7, 4.
Diamonds probably aren't coming, but that'd be brutal if they do.
Yes. Flop comes out. Three of spades, 8 of spades, 5 of clubs. We've got 2, 4, 6 players
10, 9 of spades.
in the pot. One person holding spades,
Yep, Jeremy.
and Jeremy's got a lock on this hand. 46% to win. He's behind to the jacks right now, but the percent chance factors in all of the outs on the turn that can come.
I mean, Jeremy flops top 2 at his 20%.
Right. Alex. Flops top 2, right?
Oh, Alex. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, I said Alex flop top 2. Yeah.
I was trying to find Jeremy's top 2, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it was Alex flop top 2. That's exactly what I meant.
So we are now 4-way action going to the turn. 4 players have a piece. A 5 comes on the turn, destroying Rogers. Any outs that he can hit. Sterling's down to a 6%. Alex Portillo is now up to 81% with his 5. He's got a full house, 5 full of 8s. What that means right there is that means Jeremy's outs are down to a 9. Sterling's outs are down to a jack. And Rogers' outs are out of there. And Roger does make the fold. Bets $100 by Mr. Portillo with his full house. It goes call, call. So we got a player looking for a 9, a player looking for a jack. And a 4 of spades comes on the river. And Alex picks up the check mark with that 4 of spades. He's going to bet out and bet $750, which was the pot. Bye-bye, Crusher.
Yeah. Sterling might lay it down. I mean, yeah, he bet $750. Sterling's definitely laid it down. There's no doubt.
Too much to the straight draw out there. There's spades. There's
The board's
all kinds of
paired,
stuff.
Yeah, he's laid it down.
Luckily for him, it didn't come like a queen or a worst case scenario, a jack. Well, jack would have won the pot.
An ace.
Yeah, an ace would have
falls off.
put him in a whole lot of trouble.
Because he's already seen one person with 2 pair.
Yes.
So
And we're on hand number 13. Button is on Mr. Roger. That puts Kenzie in the straddle for 10. Action's first on Corey. Corey's going to let it go. Mr. Barger's going to welcome into the pot with ace,
wow.
king, 6, deuce. King, deuce of diamonds. Joseph's going to make the call with ace, 9, 8, 7, ace of spades draw.
I like Big Taco's hand here.
Taco's got 5, 4, 3, 3. He's got the 5, 3. That is the winner.
Not because it's 5-3. I like it because it's 3-4-5.
Yes.
It plays well against bigger hands.
Yes.
But yeah. As soon as I said that, I'm like, oh, it's 5-3. up there.
Yes. So everybody's got a little bit of a hand here. I'd like to see someone pot it so we can eliminate some of the some of the others in there.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. There we go. Kenzie's going to pot it up. GQ pots it up. Pots it up to $85 with King Jack Jack 10. We've got a big hand. He's got the best percentage to win it. We can't see Sterling's cards yet.
I actually like Joseph's hand 7, 8, 9, and you've got the ace 7 of spades.
So
That's okay with a call. Taco folded.
Yep. We'll probably see one more fold. The money's just too good to let it go, and I think he's going to see that. If Jeremy calls, Roger's for sure calling. And
Sterling calls.
Sterling calls, but Sterling doesn't know the jacks are dead.
Yeah.
So, welcome to Kojak's Poker Club, hand number 15, where if you pot it to $85, you get 7 callers, $605 in the pot pre-flop. Heading to the flop, flop comes out, 10 of hearts, queen of hearts, 4 of hearts.
Do we have hearts anywhere?
I
Hearts
don't
aplenty?
see hearts in anybody's hand.
So first one to bet wins it.
King Jack Jack 10 has the lead. He's got the Broadway draw and the pair of jacks. He's tied with Sterling with the pair of jacks, though. And Alex Portillo is going to lead out with top 2 pair. He bets $100. Sterling's going to make the call. Kenzie does not, with the same pair of jacks, does not make the call. He's going to let it go. We're heads up now. $805 in the pot. Turn card comes out, an ace, which would have been Kenzie's Broadway with his King Jack.
Sure would have been.
Goes check, check. River card is an 8 of hearts. That's where all the hearts were. They were in the deck still.
Sterling picks up the winner.
Yep, Jack 9. Check, check, and Sterling shows his Jack 9. Portillo flips up his. And our dealer Mikey's going to quickly point out Jack 9. And he's going to win the pot. Corey still got 4.4 thousand. Big Taco and Jeremy are both just under 3, along with Alex. Kenzie's at 2.5. Sterling's at $2.3 thousand. Got some Chinese food being delivered to us by Miss Amanda Knight. She flies through and gives Joseph's a plate of food. 5 on the button. Straddle's now $10. $10 straddle from Mr. Corey Smith. Action's going to be first on Jeff. That's why it's going to show under the gun. I like Jeff's hand. It's not bad.
No.
He's going to let it go. Action now to Mr. Joseph. I like Joseph's hand even better.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely like Joseph's hand a little better.
He's for sure calling the 10. He may pot it up to 35. He just calls the 10. Big Taco's hanging around the same area. 5-4-3-3, 5-5-2-2.
Those are the hands in PLO I don't like. Double paired.
Yes.
That's...
Action's on GQ. And he continues his potting it up. He's going to pot it up.
Well, he's had the hands to pot me. 8, 9,
Yes.
10 jack, double suited now. Yeah, I like... Absolutely.
So he does pot it to 70. Corey's going to make the call, and I think that's going to trap everybody else into the Kojak's trap.
Yeah, Joseph gets it in quick. I think maybe Big Taco might fold. I don't think he'll stay.
Double suited are such bad cards to play, but they're so exciting to play at the same time because you got 2 opportunities at a set or quads.
Yeah, but you don't have much else with him. I think he called. Wow, he called.
And his call is going to force Jeremy to make the call also. So we've got 6-way action, $420 in the pot pre-flop. $420 in the pot. Flop comes in.
Deuce.
Yeah, deuce of hearts, 6 of diamonds, king of spades. Alex Portillo flops top 2 pair, and he's not even in the lead. Big Taco is in the lead with his set of deuces.
He sure is.
And that's a good board to feel safe with a set of deuces, just due to the fact that the king and the 6 are so spread out.
I'm trying to figure out how GQ was at a 35%.
Alex Portillo leads out and bets $420.
You're fixing to
Folds
get
around to
snapped.
Frankie.
You're allowed to get raised.
And he got snap called. A 6 would be brutal. A king would be brutal. A queen of spades on the turn, not so much. Alex is still in second place with his king 6. He's looking for a 5 also, but a lot of the 5s are gone.
Mm-hmm.
River card is 7. That gives Big Taco the check mark. We've got 2.3 thousand in the pot. And it looked like Alex was counting chips.
Yeah, it did. Must be a check fold.
It was, yes.
Yeah.
It was a check fold.
Yeah, because Taco bet it. And now Taco moves up past the 4,000 mark.
Yeah, he's at 4.2. So we got 2 people over 4,000. Corey at 4.4, Taco at 4.2, Jeremy 2.8, GQ 2.4, Sterling 2.3, Alex Portillo 1.8, Roger 1.7, Jeff 1.4, and
Alfredo?
Joseph at 1.2.
Yeah.
I think Kinsey might have that shot just for looks. Maybe it's his good luck charm.
Yeah, I don't know who brought them. I think everybody.
Corey did.
Okay. Yeah, I say somebody brought them for everybody. But Jeff called.
Yeah.
Did he call or did he straddle? I didn't see. If
No, he called for 5. Yeah, he called for 5.
Yep. Big Taco just won one. He's going to play another one.
Yes.
Won that. I hope he folded. I'll be dang.
He's in it to win it tonight. Mr. Jeremy Clark is going to bet the pot when it gets around to him. Alex raises to 25. Jeremy 3 bets it to 90. He does not bet the pot.
I like his hand.
Yes. Roger makes the call with ace 5, 8 deuce. Sterling makes the call with king 10, 7, 7. GQ is going to make a fold. Corey's going to make the call with 10, 9, 7, 4. Jeff's going to make the call. Well, here we are.
Welcome to Kojaks.
Yeah, six-way action, $90 bet, $480 in the pot. Flop comes out. Jack of hearts, king of clubs, 4 of clubs, Jack, king 4.
Roger's the only one with clubs in his hand.
Yep.
Set of jacks for Alex. Gut shot for Corey and bottom pair.
Yeah, Alex flops the top board best, and he's going to pot it. $545. Action's now over on Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark has top pair. He's got a couple of backdoor straight draws, but I don't think it's worth $545. He's just double checking to make sure.
I don't think Sterling can call at all here. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to find a backdoor way for him to be able to do it, but there wasn't.
Corey's got to go. Yeah, so we're the heads. Well,
Nope, Jeff's going to make the fold, and good bet by Alex. Good timing. I like that bet so much because he bet what he had was the best, and he didn't give anybody a free draw.
No, because if it's checked or it stays small, Roger calls with his little old flush draw. I mean, it's not much there, but we know Roger would call right there.
We've got a dealer change. 2 more hands in the PLO. Before we switch over to Hold'em. Corey still in the chip lead, 4.3 thousand. Big Taco right behind him at 4.2. We are still around on the round of PLO high. We've got Miss Yvonne in the box sporting that West Texas Poker Championship Series. If you guys weren't part of that, y'all missed a good one. We gave away over $540,000 in Kojak's Poker Club in a 10-event series. Main event was we guaranteed $125,000. We got to $201,000. Joseph's got the live straddle for 10 going. And everybody's got a playable hand. Wow. Of course, with 4 cards, it's hard to not.
It's Kojak's. Everybody has a playable hand every time.
Yes. But with 4 cards, it's so hard to not have a playable hand for 15. What's Joseph got? King, Queen, 95. He's got the King, Queen, Dolly Parton. And he's going to bet the pot.
As I said, I think he has the best hand, or second best hand on the board.
Sterling's got the best.
Well, percentage-wise,
Yes.
second best, yeah. What does Sterling have? I'm looking for Sterling.
7-6-6-5.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah.
like those hands.
I do. In PLO, you do.
Only bad thing is he's rainbow suited.
Yeah, but he's in position, so
Yes.
he's gone. He folds. Who raised? Somebody raised?
Joseph bet the pot.
Okay.
Since it was straddled, the
Oh,
only way we
yeah,
have is to
yeah.
back it up. Alfredo pots it. When he potted it to $90, and it's just going around. Everybody calling. 6 players. Jack 10-6 comes on the flop. Jack 10-6. Jeremy flops a set of 10s, and he's only 12% to win.
But look how much trouble Jeff's in.
Yes. Sterling's in trouble with pocket 6s.
Yeah, and look how much trouble Jeff is with 2 pair right there.
Yes, but this should be enough to get him off the Jack 10. Alfredo's going to lead out and bet the pot $560. As we get our refreshment check here from Miss Amanda. She brought me a Dr. Pepper. I do appreciate that so much.
She brought me some shrimp fried rice.
Shrimp fried rice.
We can't say that.
She's double checking, Miss Yvonne, what she's doing right now. Just double checking the pot to make sure it will hold. I do believe Joseph wanted to go all in, but unfortunately he was not able to.
And we're fixing to see some folks go broke, I think.
Actions on Jeremy. This would be a great time to pot it with what he has. And he doesn't. He just makes the call.
Which is going to trap Sterling.
Yeah, which...
Sterling may raise.
I think Sterling can get away from this.
I don't think so.
I think he may be able to. Because if you look at his stack, he's got $2,100. That's a huge bet. Either he folds or he pots it.
Yes, he pulled out stack. He's raising, it looks like. He potted it.
He did pot it.
Oh, like I say, somebody's going broke here.
560, that's 15, and 180, that's 1680 from the last bet, plus what was inside the pot.
And Joseph's got a call now. He's going to have the equity by the time it gets around to him to absolutely call it.
Well, as soon as Joseph bet the 560, he committed himself because he's only got 655 left.
Correct.
To anything that happens.
Correct.
A
lot of these players don't realize, and I'm sure I've said it a time or two, but once you get 10% of your stack in the middle, it takes 2 pot-sized bets to get the rest of it in there.
Yes.
And so, that's where the percentages really come into play. And, when you're betting half your stack, well, it takes 1 bet from there to get you there. So
as we stand right now, I don't think there's any way that
Sterling moves all in.
Alfredo or Jeremy cannot call this. Jeremy's calling because he's got the set. Unless Jeremy puts Sterling on pocket jacks.
Good lay down by Jeff. Really good lay down by Jeff.
Yes.
Joseph has to call here. He absolutely has to call here. If he doesn't, yeah, I mean, he absolutely.
He did step off into the water with two people holding trips. He does have the nut draws.
And he's in the lead. I mean, he's got a lot of outs that can help him.
He's got the full wrap around the jack 10.
Yep. Any 8, any ace, any king, queen, 9, any of those come, he's home. I mean, that's huge. This is the kind of hand, if you're going to gamble, you definitely want to get it in with every single time. And Jeremy's fixing to just snap. He knows his set of 10s are good. I don't think he thinks he's facing a set of jacks here. But I think if Jeremy lays us down, I think we had a misread on our card reader. I mean, it put him in a tough spot, but he'll be sick if he lays it down.
9 on the turn gives Joseph the straight.
Joseph check mark. 7.
And Joseph does win the inside pot. There's going to be a side pot between Sterling and Jeremy, and Jeremy's going to win the side pot action.
And felt Sterling.
And unfortunately, Sterling does go felted with this.
And Joseph's up like I did it. But Joseph doesn't realize that he did get his hand in a great, great spot right there. He had a ton of outs.
Yes.
Ton. Don't leave me stranded. So Joseph's back up over the 4,000 mark. Hey, it looks like Mr. Slate's sitting down. Joseph's still trying to get his kids off the table. He really did get it in really good shape right there. So this should be the last hand of PLO. Everybody just limped in. We've got a $30 pot. Flop comes 3 king ace. Jeremy moves into the lead, dominating lead. He bets the pot. I think everybody probably folds here. He wins a little one. Yeah, I figured that's what would happen. So we should be back to hold 'em this round. Flop comes queen 9 king. Jeff flops flops 2 pair. So everybody, it looks like almost everybody got a piece of that, except for Slate. Big Taco bets 50. Jeff calls the 50. I don't see this one getting too terribly exciting. Yeah, it shouldn't. I mean, it's... Yeah, Jeff bets 75, and I think Taco folds. I'm looking at the back wall, at the pictures on the back wall, and I don't know if our camera's crooked or if our pictures are crooked, but it's really kind of messing with my head. I really don't know if it's crooked or not. Anyway, so flop comes out 2-6 deuce. Queen 10 of clubs takes the lead as far as percentage wise. GQ picks up a gut shot. Big Taco will probably lay his down with ace 10. He might stay, but I doubt it. And then Alex is still in the lead with a pair of fives. I don't know if he stays or not. Flop comes, or the ace on the turn. No help. Jeff fires at the ace. I like that bet by Jeff. I think if Jeff fires one more time, I think he probably pulls it down. He's pulling out fire and chips. Looks like he fires at it, and sure enough, GQ lays it down. Well played. He was kind of bluffing with the best hand, but it's, when there's an ace on the board and the board's paired, and you just got to keep hoping that you're making the right choices there. And he did. So it looks like Joseph raises a little bit with queen deuce of hearts. Raises to 40, I believe, is what it says. I'm not real sure. Yep, raises to 40. I think Roger might like queen nine. He just seems like a guy that would like queen nine. So he's going to call. Slate calls with queen six. And GQ calls with king eight. And here we go to the flop. Flop comes six deuce deuce. Joseph picks up trip deuces. Slate picks up a pair of sixes. And GQ bets with air. I don't know if Joseph raised right there, or I think he did. Oh, just quads. Just quads. And just like that, Joseph's up to almost 5,000. Slate folds. GQ raises to 10. I think Jeff called with ace 7. Joseph has pocket sixes. Big Taco folds, and everybody else that they're gone from the table. See what Roger has. Oh wow, Alex folded pocket eights. Roger folded his 9-6. I think. Yep, he did. No, flop comes King Jack 4. That's a pretty easy fold. I think he lays it down pretty easy. Oh, wow. He calls the 120 in really bad shape. Oh, wow. I didn't see that. He raises to 250 in really bad shape. And just like that, GQ earns the check mark. And you always love it when you're sitting there with a boat and the other guy's building the pot for you. Joseph's pulling out betting chips again, and he's fixing to find out the bad news. He will probably get raised right here, I would think. So Kinsey raises to 800. It's 550 to call. I think at this point Joseph might be posturing a little bit. There's no way he moves over the top or anything like that. He just lays it down and knows, well, I got caught. And just like that, Joseph's down $2,000. Like I said earlier, when you're an action player, you're going to have swings like this in your stack for sure. And we're still stuck on that one screen, so I'm not sure what's going on. There we go. Now we kind of know what's going on, I guess. Kinsey has pocket kings. All right, looks like an 8 king 3 board. Yep, it is 8 king 3. Don't know what Jeremy has. But so far, there's absolutely no hand that beats Kinsey's. He just bets big at him. I wonder if he may have a set of something, which might get him in trouble here. Oh, he's got Queen 10 of diamonds. Jeremy bets 700. Kinsey moves all in for 2,600. Jeremy's definitely thinking about it. I don't know if he can call here. Obviously, looking at the percentages, he shouldn't call here. But you know, this is about, do you want to gamble with the hand you've got? And even if you hit your flush, you could be in a lot of trouble. It's not even the nut flush, so I think he lays it down. But I have been wrong in the past, so I can honestly say I don't know what Jeremy's going to do here. And Charlie's back.
Welcome back.
We got a pot brewing here.
Uh-oh, what we got? Let me get my shoes. Ooh, shrimp fried rice.
Yep. Out of shrimp, though. They always will put like 3 shrimp on there.
Oh, Lord. We do have a pot brewing. Kinsey, look at this. Kinsey's not looking again. He's looking to his left. Jeremy's sitting his right. Is Clyde in a hand? No, Clyde's not even in a hand, so that can't be an excuse. But this is twice.
And this is a big one going on both screens. We've got big hands happening.
Pocket tens versus ace king. Ooh.
Look at the flop.
Yep.
And the turd.
So over here, if Jeremy makes the call, an ace on the river is
doubt.
no good for him. Kinsey's going to flip over a set of kings. And in Hold'em, that's a monster. And just like that, all of Mr. Clark's chips are sliding over to Mr. Kinsey.
And I just said I wasn't sure if he could make this call right here, or I just wasn't real sure.
I wonder if he had Kinsey on the bluff.
I don't know. I mean, with one card to come, it was 84-16 was the percentages on it, and I know at that point you're not thinking about it, but if you're going to gamble,
Yeah, that's the time to get your money in.
yeah, absolutely. talking.
Sorry about that. Having a little mic trouble there. And just like that, Kenzie's up in the lead, 5.5 thousand. Corey's right behind him at 4.2. Hasn't moved much. Big Taco's at 4. Let's flip over to the action tracker and see who is in the lead. We've got Mr. Slate down. Is he still at the table?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think they got up. Yeah, he is. He's still there.
Okay. And that hand just knocked Mr. Jeremy out. Well, he's got his chip marker still there, so he probably will be coming back. Frankie's up over $1,000. GQ's up over $2,000. Corey's up over 1.1 thousand. And Joseph is up again.
Mm-hmm. Well, look at Jeff grinding out that $10 win.
Hey, sometimes that's all it takes right there. When you can do it, you can do it.
There have been so many times I wished I could have a $10 win. Just 10, not much.
$10 win is sometimes bigger, much better than a all-in loss. So here we are, still on Hold'em. Button is over on Mr. Kenzie, GQ as we call him around here. Big Taco raises it up with Ace 7 suited to $50. Mr. Slate makes the call. And action's on Kenzie now.
And Big Taco gets the check mark.
Yeah, just like that. Pulls it down.
So Jeff looks down at Jack 7. Joseph looks down at 7-6, raises to 10. Min raise. Big Taco's going to fire it up a little bit. Looks like he throws 20 out there. 3 bets to 20. Alex folds. Roger folds. Slate's calling with King Jack of spades, guaranteed. Oh, no, Roger raised. I'm sorry. It looked like Roger folded. Roger raises to 80. Slate calls the 80. Joseph knows his hand's live at this point. And I think Big Taco probably makes the call. He's in kind of bad shape, but he's definitely hunting clubs. Nope, he did fold. 3-8 ace is the flop. Roger takes the lead in the hand. No flush draws, straight draws. Here's 86% chance to win it. And he takes her down with a little bet. Alex looked at 10-4, the old trucker hand. Big Taco has 7-6 off. The old trucker hand gets folded. Roger calls with Jack 9. Look at Slate calling with 3 deuce. We've seen how 3 deuce works in that seat. I'm sorry, it was actually Roger's seat before, but they were also suited. Flop comes out 6-9 Jack. Roger flops 2 pair. And that hand's over just like that. Taco folds the 06 deuce. Alex calls 5 with 10-3 suited. Roger will call with king 10. Slate folds 7-5. Kinsey folds. Corey with ace-6 is going to call the 30. And like I say, Roger keeps raising this. I keep thinking he called, but then I look up there to see he raised it. So we have a raise from Roger. And it looks like Joseph calls, Alfredo, with king or with 10-8 of clubs. So we've got 120 in the pot and 4 players going to the flop. 8 jack 10 of spades. Corey picks up the nut flush draw. Joseph picks up 2 pair. Roger bets 4. Corey's going to raise. Looks like to 120. They just 3-bet that to 120. I can't tell what the chips are that are there. Raise to 155. Joseph calls the 155. Alex folds. I don't know what Roger does here. I guess Roger. Wow. That ought to slow everybody down. Yep, it sure did. Check, check. Joseph has to check. 6 on the river. Joseph gets the check mark. 585 in the middle. And Joseph really needs to think about betting here. If it were me, I mean, the only thing that can call him right here is something that can beat him. But he fires out anyway. If anybody goes over the top of him, he would have to lay it down. Absolutely have to lay it down. Now it looks like Roger's pulling out bigger chips. Roger just calls. I'd like to say, I mean, if you're going to stay in the hand, I think, yeah, Corey lays it down. Joseph's going to win $625. Basil, thank you for watching, sir. Back up to our game. I'm sorry, I was watching Clyde in a hand over here that got fairly big. Luckily, the guy didn't have a whole lot in it, but didn't work out in Clyde's favor on that one. So flop comes 4 jack 4, 2 diamonds on the board. Pocket tens is in the lead. Uh-oh, ace on the turn gives Joseph the lead, but flush draws are still there. Oh, and a diamond on the river, and Big Taco picks up the flush. And Roger's got a flush, and this could get interesting. I don't know if it will or not. I think it's check. Of course, Joseph probably checks right here. Nope, they're going to make a liar of me. There he goes. He bet 60. Did Taco fold? I guess he folded. I did not see the fold. Folks, I'll be right back.
And just like this at Kojaks, we have a raise to 20. We're probably going to have at least 5 callers, maybe 6. Action at Kojaks never stays still. So we are on PLO. Corey raises it up with ace, king, 6-5. Flop comes out 7-4 jack, 7-4 jack. That gives Alex Portillo a set of 7s. He is in the lead. Pot is at $120, and he's not going to waste any time. He throws a single black chip out into the pot. That represents $100, and I think it may fold around just as fast as that. Nobody's got hearts. Nobody's got any other set. And I can't see really anyone making the call with the exception of Corey. Corey does have an open-ended straight draw, but there are two hearts out there that do create an issue. So we are heads up, GQ versus Alex Portillo. GQ leads out with $250. He's got all kinds of straight draws and a pair of 9s. Portillo's got a set of 7s. Unfortunately, that $250 is not going to be enough to chase Alex out of the pot. He does make the call. River card is what he's looking for, and he does not hit it. Does not get there. That means Alex's set of 7s wins. And Alex is thinking about what he can do. Options on GQ. He did bet $250 on the last street. I think he might slow down here.
Yeah, it looks like he checked it.
And it does go check, check. So Kenzie's going to show his best 2, Queen 9. Portillo shows a whole bunch of 7s, and just like that, buttons moved on around to Mr. Jeremy, who has reloaded.
Yeah. There was a spot here where our screen froze up between the hands. And so I was like, y'all just watch the action. I can't do anything. I just went to eating. And Lori just
Or
Huh?
I said our mic had been muted that whole time.
Oh,
for the last
that's
5
funny.
minutes.
We're just talking away.
Yeah, we're carrying on an entire conversation with you guys. Sorry about missing that whole hand, Mr. Jeremy.
Nice hand, Jeremy.
Yeah,
Jack's
very
full of
nice
threes.
hand. Jeff raises it up. He pots it. $20. Ace, 7-3 with the club nut flush draw. Alfredo's got the nut flush draw with spades, and he's also got sixes in his hand. Alex Portillo's got a whole lot of trouble in his hand if any of those get hit.
Yep.
Jeremy's got a hand. Roger's got a hand. Roger's got ace, jack of hearts, 5-5. He's going to
3-bets it.
Yeah, he 3-bets it up to 105. Just right under what the pot bet would have been. Action's now on GQ.
Did Corey call that? He did, didn't he?
He did.
I'm not a big fan of, like I say, I said that earlier, 2-pair, Jack, 9-9. You know, at least
Right.
it's
Raise it up to 105, and what do you get at Kojak's?
5 callers.
5 callers, because I don't think anyone's going to lay down their cards to that. $85 to win the 550 in the pot.
And look how bad Jack 9 is. How bad a shape they're in.
Yeah.
All the jacks are gone, and one of the nines. So there's a one outer in there to
So he's pretty much looking for 8, queen, 10 on the flop.
Yes, he can't get spades. He can't get. Look at the 9. The 1-9 hits.
The 1-9 left in the deck hits.
And gave Roger a set too.
Oh my gosh. So Corey Smith has top set of 9s. Roger has a set of 5s. Corey has no other 9s he can hit. There is still a 5 out, I believe. That's why Roger has a 1% chance.
5's gone. Alex has it.
Oh, Alex does hold
has
it.
5 deuce.
Oh, so he's got the hearts out.
Yeah, that's all he has.
Runner, heart. Corey's going to lead out and pot it, or not pot it, but bet 300. Jeff's going to make the call. Joseph's out. Alex is going to be out. He's got 5 deuce. You cannot call with that.
Roger's liable to move all in with his set of
And I
fives.
say you can't call with that. I don't know what we're waiting on with Alex.
2-pair? Is that? I mean,
He's
is
got
that
5 deuce and he's playing with chips. He may be making this call. I guess if it comes runner 10s, he's a winner.
Yeah.
So we got a quick double check of the pot to make it out. And I think Alex may be thinking about betting the pot. And he's gonna raise it up.
Did he raise it?
Yes, he's reaching for a 500 stack right there. He's reaching for a 500 stack right there, and he bets the pot $1.8 thousand.
And Corey is licking his lips right now.
Yes, he is. Jeremy's looking at his hand. He's like, I wish I had something. Roger's got a set of 5. He goes all in. Of course he
Of
has
course.
to.
And he's going to be sick.
Oh, my goodness. Roger has slim chance outs. He's got backdoor hearts. That's his only
And
out.
Corey moves all in for 38. Jeff's not going to make this call.
No, he can't.
I don't think he makes this call. Every time I say that, they make a liar out of it.
He knows at this point somebody has a set.
But he's also got that tempting, if I catch a 4
Or an ace.
or an ace, yeah. I know what they've got. They can't have straights and flushes here. Yeah, I know. And so now you get that little, it's like devil and angel on your shoulder, and
So-
the devil's going, call,
It's $1,100, $1.1 thousand for him to make this call. There's $7,000 in the pot. That's the hard part for the Kojak's players, is they look at that and they say, I commit $1,000 and I can win 8. I mean, that's mathematically, it's so hard.
It's horrible, though.
It's so hard to do it. And that's what he's thinking about right there. He's like, what do I do here, man? I have to hit cards. He's going to do the right
folded.
thing.
Yeah, he did.
But he's like, there's still those chances out there. So that increases everyone's odds except for Rogers. Rogers still at a 1%.
Why did Alex just call all in right there? I don't get it.
Because he put almost all of it in.
Oh, okay. Rogers fixing to find out some bad news. Really bad news. And, yeah. Wow. Corey's an 82%. And here I'm saying I don't like double paired hands.
Yes.
You know.
They're going to hit every once in a while.
Leave it to Kojaks to be like, well, why don't you like double paired hands?
And that's pretty much what they said.
Yeah, it is. Why don't you?
What the dealer's doing right now is getting the smallest stack, the 825 from Roger. She's bringing everything in, so they're only playing for the outside pot. She's double checking to make sure everything is right, and it looks like they may be running it more than once.
I'll guarantee you the two guys behind are saying, please run it. And Corey will always run it more than once with you.
Corey's really good about that. As long as you don't say, no, I'm not running it one time, he's good with that.
I do the same exact thing. I'll run it as many times as I want to forever.
And that's what she's doing right there. She's saying, okay, 2 times. So an 8 on the turn, and a 10 on the river, a 7 on the turn, and a 3 on the river. That's going to give Corey
the scoop.
The scoop, I do believe, yes.
Yeah, he scoops it. Yep.
Yes, he sure does.
And good lay down, Jeff.
So just like that, that's how you go to $8,000.
Jeff would have made 2 pair on the back end of 7-3. Had ace 7-3.
If he had seen that turn card, he'd have been stuck.
Yep. He had hearts in his hand?
He had ace jack of hearts.
No, ace jack. Roger's got ace jack of hearts.
Oh, okay. Oh, he had aces. That's right.
Yeah, he had aces. He had ace 7-3 in his hand.
Yes.
But Roger has to love that turn right there.
Yes, that just
Look
gets
at
it
Corey
up.
hitting the 8,000 mark.
So Corey is your first player at the 8,000 mark, and that will start to increase the stacks buy-ins because now you can buy in for 70% of that. So somebody could actually buy up to 5,600 right now.
Can I borrow 55 and I'll go buy in?
If I had 55, I'd be
You'd
right
go buy
in that
in right
game.
there in the middle
I
of
would
it.
be in that game.
Yeah. But I don't think we got anybody here tonight that'll do that. All of those players are champions right now.
Yes.
The deep pocket guys. Slate might be the only one that would and Frankie, I guess. Frankie and Slate are here, so they might buy in for bigger. That's crazy though. I said I really don't like I really don't like double suited. Double paired.
Double paired are they're so tempting to play because you got 2 times quads, 2 times a set.
But as we saw, every jack was gone, and there's only 1 9 in the deck that saves you, and you hit that set and it holds up, and we've seen sets crushed all night long.
Yes.
You know, and it's just like sometimes you just have to wonder what the poker wizards are trying to figure out. They're hard to understand at times, that's for sure.
Don't forget, players, tomorrow at 2:30 we do have the Deep Stack Tournament. $200 gets you 30,000 chips. I don't remember. I think it's 30,000. 40,000. 40,000 chips is what $200 gets you. I think I remember.
Yeah, but if you get the dealer appreciation, you get 50, right? Isn't that what it starts with on the deep stack?
What's that?
If you do the dealer appreciation,
Yeah, if you
get
do the
50
dealer
total.
appreciation for 20 and you have the early bird bonus, you do have the potential to start with 50,000. And our point series continues. Look at this. Mr. Slate on the button looks down at pocket tens 8-3. He's going to say, let's razor daisy. And just like that, we have a raise to 20, and we're going to have 4 callers. Well, now we got all kinds of people in here. Now Corey says it's lucrative, so I'm going to raise her up. He's gonna raise it up to 120.
Well, and I like this hand better. Jack, 9, deuce, double suited. But his nines are gone. 3 of his nines are gone. Yeah, 3 nines are gone. But he still has the 2 jacks in the deck. So there's 3 cards in the deck that'll save him unless he's got spades. He's got spades locked. He's got diamonds locked.
Yeah. And it comes rainbow on the flop. Ace of spades, 7 of clubs, 3 of hearts.
I would like to have seen a bet from Corey right there. Just a C bet. Because as soon as he checks, everybody knows he doesn't have an ace. Jeff bets 200 with top 2.
He's got 50% to win this hand. He should be betting it.
Yep.
And he gets a call from Mr. Slate, who's got a pair of 10s with 83.
Oh.
Turn card of a jack of clubs.
Yeah, and Corey's puking because he just made his set. He just hit it. Anybody have clubs? Jeff has nut clubs, top 2, and nut club draw.
And look at Jeff. He's leading out. He's 75% to win this hand. He's doing what you're supposed to do at the certain points of the game.
And Slate has a club draw, but I think he goes away. I don't think he stays. Oh my goodness, he's gonna make a liar out of me.
There's the 350 call. Action's now on GQ. He's got a pair of aces.
Well, I guess he picked up a gut shot straight draw, but we know all the 9s are gone.
And this is where you get in trouble. 350 to win 2,400.
Yeah.
He's pretty good with math, though.
But he's a 4-to-1 dog. River card is a 6, and Jeff gets the check mark with 3 pair nut flush draw.
He pairs everything in his hand except for the 5.
Yeah, everything.
If he checks here, we could see Slate potted up, but Jeff can't fold. Slate needs to look that Jeff's only got 430 behind.
Oh, that's right, he does.
He cannot fold no matter what Slate bets. And Slate is counting out. It looks like the pot bet. There's $450. He's got to make this call. He's got...
Yeah, he bets enough to put him all in. He bets the 550.
He's got almost his entire stack in there. If he makes the call, he makes the win, and he's
calling.
He has to call.
I mean, he's going to count his stack and well, here's Jeff, because I played with Jeff enough. It's going to be, if you got me, you got me. You know, he's gonna sit there and stress over it for a little bit, and he's going to call. Yep,
he does. That's the crying call, and
he's going to smile here in just a second. And I think Slate's biggest mistake there was he didn't realize Jeff's stack size.
No, I think he did not look and notice that. I didn't notice it until right there at the end. I just happened to look. It said 40 or 430, and he had to make it. And so we're just double counting his chips just to ensure that the correct ones go that way.
And then I love how Jeff's always apologetic. Like, I know I wasn't supposed to call there, but I had to. Like, you can see it on his face, you know.
It's like a remorseful call.
Yeah.
Hell, yeah, good call, man.
Yeah.
That was a great call.
Well, he had put so much money in the middle, he had to.
Mm-hmm.
First one bet, first one wins.
Button moves around on over to Kenzie. That means Mr. Corey can straddle her up, and that's what he's doing. We're still on Hold'em. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more hands. Joseph's got a nice stack. When did he win all that? That one hand. One hand.
Well, he got it he got down to below 1,500, and then one hand he brings it all back again.
That was okay. I see.
Because he's up to almost 5,000, then he drops down to 32 something. No, I'm sorry, 38 something is what he dropped down to.
So action's going to fold around. Big Taco looks down at that double paired hand. Queen, queen, 4-4. He's going to raise her up, bet the pot, $35. Jeremy behind him with king 9-6-5 makes a call. Slate looks down at a big one. Aces with a 7-3. He's got the nut flush draw and spades. He just makes the call. Four-way action, $145 in the pot. Flop comes out. Ace, 9-5. Slate hits his set of aces on there.
Jeremy hits 2 pair.
Yep, Jeremy hits 2 pair. Big Taco misses both of his set draws. He's got less than 1% chance to win.
I wasn't going to say anything about 2 pair again in your hand.
So Big Taco has a less than 1% chance because he can still go either runner 4s or runner queens. And it's only one of them. That's why it's less than 1% chance. Otherwise, it'd be a 1% chance for both of them. So that means somebody's folded a queen or a 4. And he does let it go. Slate's going to pick it up. $245 winner.
If that actually came like that, that would be a new math problem for us, like we've had in PLO already.
Corey sitting right about $8,000. Mm-hmm.
So Big Taco looks down at Ace King Jack 8, raises to 15. Alex calls. Slate calls 15. So we got 5 players going to the flop. Ace Jack King of spades. Big Taco flops 3 pair. The only spade draw I see is Corey with 7-8. Alex fires with an ace. Big Taco's definitely going to call right here, I think, for sure. Queen on the turn. Check, check. And Jack on. Big Taco makes Jacks full. And bets 150 or 1 1/4. Looks like 1 1/4 he bet. So there you can see the chip counts. Corey, like I say, is right at 8,000, all the way down to 1,600 on the bottom end. So Big Taco looks at King 9-7, raises to 15. It looks like. Alex looks at Ace King 7-4. Flop comes 9 Queen 5. Corey picks up 2 pair. Jeff with a gut shot. So we've got Corey and Alex going at it right now. 3 of hearts on the turn. Corey's 2 pairs still in the lead. Corey bets 180. Alex calls the 180. Oh, and Alex picks up the check mark with a deuce on the river. That's a pretty wild run out right there. He bets 540, and I think Corey probably lays this down. Well, he's going to make a liar out of me again. Looks like he's counting out calling chips. And they show their hands, and Alex picks up $825. You can kind of see the aggressiveness pre-flop race. Big Taco is leading the board with 23%. Not sure how accurate that is. So this will be the last hand of PLO, then we'll go back to Hold'em. Jeremy folds 9-8-4 deuce. We have a new player in. Looks like that's Christian that's set down. Fella's got a really good name. That's my name. Joseph wakes up with Ace, King, Queen, Jack. Did he fold that? Oh, he's not in his seat. Wow. There are those double pairs again. Flop comes 5, King 7-5 with 2 diamonds. No diamond draw. Big Taco picks up trip 7s. Corey bets his king. Jeff flops a set of fives. Surely Jeff's learned a lesson of what's been going on all night long with sets. Deuce on the turn, deuce of hearts. Nobody has a heart draw either. Big Taco bets 235. I'm willing to bet Corey probably calls here. Straight draw on top pair and a straight draw, open-ended straight draw. Jeff's probably going to call with his set. He still thinks his set's probably in good shape. And here comes the good news or bad news for some, that's for sure. 9 on the river, and Frankie picks up the check mark. Frankie bets 500, it looks like. 400. Corey raises to 2,100. Puts a lot of heat on Jeff. Jeff folds. Wow, what a bet by Corey. Nice bluff. He got, wow, very nice play. Back to hold 'em. Alex folds king 7. It's going by way too fast. Looks like Kenzie raises to 10. Corey folds king 6. Flop comes 7-5 queen, deuce on the turn. Big Taco picks up the old check mark and picks up 120. Christian looks down at king 5. Slate folds jack deuce. Looks like Kenzie raised it to 20 with 9-7 of clubs. Corey folds. Jeff folds. Don't know where Joseph's been. But he's missed some good ones. I don't know what Jeff has. Jeff still has his cards in his hands. Big Taco and Alex both fold. It's showing Jeff folds, but we don't know what he's got in his hand. He's still got cards in his hands. Looks like Alex made the call, so flop comes 8 deuce 10. Jeff picks up open-ended. Alex oh wow. They're heads up with 5 outs. Yeah. Both pick up open-ended. GQ bets 350. And Jeff lays it down. Slate raises with 9-10 of spades. Gets re-raised by Kinsey with ace-10 of clubs. Jeff calls with jack-8. And Big Taco calls with 7-8. Looks like everybody's calling around the table. Ace-deuce and 7-6 all call. So, just about everybody's playing. 6 players. Three deuce 10. Top pair for Slate. Top pair for Kinsey with the top kicker. And GQ picks up the pot. Slate looks down at jack-6 of diamonds. Decides to play a pot. 3 deuce queen with 2 clubs. No help to anybody. I guess Alex picks up the pair of threes. He bet 60 off that board. Should be enough to make everybody lay down. Corey looks down at 10 jack, raises with 10 jack of diamonds. Jeff has ace deuce of hearts. He makes the call. Big Taco calls the 40. Slate has 10 jack of clubs. I think he'll probably make the call. GQ calls with ace deuce. There's a bunch of hands running thin right here. I like the king 3. Look at there. Everybody picks up a 10 and the king jumps out in the lead. Oh, Corey bets 150, gets a call. Jeff picks up an ace with nut flush draw. Top pair with nut flush draw, he's probably never going anywhere, I wouldn't think. He fires out 150. I can't tell what color those are. 200. Okay. And Jeff will drag the pot. Yes, Basil, poker is so sick. Did Jeff just call with ace king? Corey didn't raise with king queen. There we go. Alex raises with ace 7 of spades. Christian calls with king 9. Slate calls with queen 10. Kenzie's got pocket deuces. I think he'll take a stab at it. Corey raises it up to 240, I think. Yeah, he did raise it to 230. I was close, 230. Jeff calls. Big Taco hasn't called yet with 5-3. He might do it just because it's the Charlie. So the flop comes 3-8 Jack with 2 spades on the board. Alex moves all in for 2,000. Should be enough to take it down. Yep, Alex takes it down. $955 pot. So Jeff looks down at 4-3. That's gone. Joseph's gone. Big Taco with pocket threes. He might shoot her up a little bit. He did. Makes it 40 to go. Alex folds. Christian folds. Corey with 9-8. Going to make the call, I believe. Yep, makes the call. Oh, and he just flops 2 pair just like that. Looking for a 3 and only a 3, and a 3 does not get there. Okay, sorry folks. I was actually watching Clyde in a hand over here on the other. Flop comes ace 8, 9. Joseph picks up with king 9. He has top pair for what the hand's left in it. It's not, it wouldn't be top pair, but Corey picks up a pair of 8s. Joseph picks has a pair of 9s, and Alex doesn't have anything. Joseph gets the call from Corey. 5 of diamonds. No help to anyone. And Corey gets a check mark with 2 pair. Corey bets 75, or Joseph bets 75, and Corey calls. Picks up 205. Looks like we got about 11 minutes left in this little old televised. Want to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to come out and play in the weekly tournaments, and we're now a WPT step. We've got that going on, the WPT step program or tournaments. Look on our website for more details. I don't have a lot of details to give you on it. That's Charlie's gig there, but they seem to be generating a lot of excitement. So come on out and try to win you a little money and meet some good folks and have a lot of fun. But anyway, like I said, we've got about 10 minutes left. We'll probably get 2 or 3 hands left. Christian raises a 20 with King Jack. Slate calls with Ace Jack of clubs. Kinsey raises with Queen 7 of hearts. Corey calls with King 10 of hearts. And Joseph wakes up with pocket queens. He 4-bets it to 220. Kinsey calls. Just wait to see what Corey's doing. Corey goes ahead and makes the call. Flop comes 10 deuce 5. Joseph makes it 650. Corey makes the call. Wow. This is where the crusher gets real dangerous. You put out a big bet that she smashes you. But so far, Joseph moves all in for 3,000. I really like this play. That's the way to put him to the test. Well played. Yep, well played. So it looks like Joseph's up to 5,000 now. Lou, thank you for watching, sir. Alex has King 8 of clubs. He raises to 10. Jeremy 3-bets it with Ace Queen of Diamonds. Looks like Christian called. Everybody else has folded so far. Joseph folds. Big Taco with King Queen of Hearts. And here we go to the flop. I guess Big Taco folded his King Queen of Hearts. Flop comes deuce, 4 deuce jack of clubs. Alex picks up the check mark. Nobody else has a club, so this is going to be over with pretty fast, I think. Oh, did Jeremy just bluff at that? He sure did. I think he bets 300. Yeah, he bet 300. Christian folds. He'll fold his. Alex is going to raise to 600 just to get the hand over with. Just in case he's got the ace of clubs in his hand. Ian, thank you for watching, sir. So we're back on PLO, it looks like. Ace Queen 9-6 jumps out into the early lead. Diamond draw, though, for Jeremy. King High diamond draw. And bottom pair. Open-ended for Corey. Alex, though, comes out betting with top pair, top kicker. 5 deuce, 2 pair. I believe Jeremy just jumped in the lead. Let me look. Yep, looks like he did. Alex bets 175 with basically air. Everybody's going to call there. I think everybody calls there. Open-ended, yeah, diamonds. And an 8 on the river, and Alex P picks it up. What really stinks is Corey also makes the 8 high straight. But Alex makes the 9 high. So this is going to get, this could get expensive. Yeah, Corey bets 400 at it. Alex is fixing to smash. Oh, he just calls. Wow, why would you just call there? But he picks up a almost $1,000 pot. This will be our last hand, it looks like, for this session. So again, we got those, two pair in your hand, and every time I've said something, it seems to happen. But Alex is going to raise it to 20. Oh, Jeremy wakes up with kings. So we've got aces, kings, and queens in this hand. We got something for everybody. I think everybody probably calls this with their hands. Alex might even raise with his hand. He's got them in pretty bad shape. And he just calls the 45. This could be a fun flop. Nope, 4-4 deuce. It's a really fun flop because Joseph flops a boat. Well, a canoe, I guess, but he flops he's got a boat. He's got the only boat on the table. And he bets 195 on that board. Aces might call. Kings definitely call. And I just say that because it's the difference between the two players. And again, they've been making liars out of me all night long, so I really have no idea. But there's a call, and here comes another call. Oh, if Lindsay puts an ace or a king out here, Joseph's going to be sick. It's going to be hard for him to catch a queen, or if she puts a 4. A 4 will be pretty dirty, too. Oh, she puts a 4. Oh, wow, she puts a 4. That's gross.
Look at Joseph's face, too.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
Immediately just like...
And now Alex comes right out firing. Everybody's going to have to fold. He bets 400. Yeah. Leave it to the crusher. Oh, Joseph raised. No, Joseph just called. Joseph called the 4. No, Joseph raises to 2,000. Yeah. Okay. Well, I like this hand. I mean, I do. If you're... The problem is Joseph still thinks that, he thinks his queens are good here. 4 is full of queens. This will be the call of the night. It's a good hand. It's a horrible hand for the players to end on. It's a great hand for the viewers. This one right here is pretty dirty.
Look at Lindsay's face.
She knows what she did. Well, actually, she doesn't know what anybody holds yet, but you can just tell she knows deep in her evil little soul that she just crushed somebody with that 4 right there.
Oh my god. I want to fast forward.
I didn't raise her like this. I mean, she's just evil at the table.
Oh, okay. Well, I've seen you play. I want to hear it.
Oh.
So is that on Alex right now?
Yeah. And notice Joseph. Joseph is staring a hole through him like, you don't want to call, bud.
But you can also see that he has a type of sunglasses where he can have his eyes closed right now.
Yeah, but the way he's sitting, look at his posture. Mm-hmm. And if you really notice his posture, how he's set up in his chair, and, Alex makes this call. Wow. The only thing at that point that would save Joseph is the case deuce or the case queen. Mm-hmm. That's it. There's 2 cards in the deck that save him if he makes this call. And it's really hard to put somebody on quads. It's with that kind of board, it's really difficult to put them there. It is going to happen from time to time, but the way this hand's played out, it's hard to say somebody's got a 4. I like Joseph's come over the top because that's saying, go ahead, I've got a 4.
Yeah.
But, you watch any of the players that, like we've seen tonight, on that big table, you watch Elias or Perkins or those guys, they'll pick up on Joseph's posture. Doesn't matter what his hand is. They'll pick up on Joseph's posture. Plus, they had so much money, it wouldn't matter if you bet 2,000 at them. Mm-hmm. But that being said, they would pick up on him not moving and how he kind of set up, and he's acting like he's really, really strong. Yeah. If you look at that posture, he's acting like he's really, really strong. And
but see, that's why I like watching these, is because it's like when I'm watching it, I realize that I learn. Someone is playing like they have this or playing like they have that. Oh my god, this made me nervous.
I mean, it's put him in such a bad spot. You know, this is one of those times, believe it or not, where you really hate aces. You know, and you've got one card to come, and you could be putting it in right here, drawing absolutely dead. But again, watch Joseph's posture.
He hasn't moved.
No, he hasn't moved. And I'll guarantee if you could see, we can't see it on the camera, but at that table, if you look at him real close and watch his breathing, if you could check Joseph's heartbeat right now, it's going 9 million miles a minute. Guaranteed. It's going 9 million miles a
Check
minute.
that. Okay, he moved. No, he's cool, calm.
No, yeah, that's I got to look up to see what's going on. That's exactly what that is. And then look, he comes right back down into this strong posture, you know, and he's trying to look like, I'm not worried about a thing, bud.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about a thing. And Alex is a good enough player. If Joseph says a word, he'll pick up on it. He'll pick it up for sure.
I know, both these guys are so sweet too, and it's like seeing them like be all tough. It's like, oh no.
Yeah, yeah. It just.
What are we waiting on? Hurry. What happens?
Well, I mean, he's got to call a big chunk of his stack, almost half his stack, is what it'll be.
What's the pot at?
The pot is at 3,200. So he's getting 2-1 on his money, roughly.
Does Chris know what they all have?
No,
Oh,
Chris
okay.
can't see it on that monitor. All it shows him on the monitor is whether the cards have been read or not.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't know what anybody has, and that's a good thing because
Yeah.
even watching it, you know, we're sitting here back here where nobody can see us, and we're like, oh, it'd be so
Can't
easy.
even hear on this.
No, and you would be so amazing. You know, it would be so easy for your facial expression to change.
Oh yeah.
Um,
That's why I'm not leaving until this is done.
No, this is actually the best hand of the night, believe it or not. This is absolutely the best hand of the night. I like to play. And, you know, I even called it a 4 would be dirty here.
Yeah.
Dirty. You know, and like I say, if Alex picked,
He's looking at him right now.
he's having a tough time with this. He's going to show it. He's folding. He laid it down. Wow.
Did Joseph
He,
show his?
he did. He flipped it over and showed it. And look at Alex's face. He's like, I knew it. He absolutely knew. Look at, yep, he's just,
Oh my God.
that's poker right there. That's how you play. You know, the only criticism I have, Joseph's going, whoo, he's going to change his shorts right
Yeah,
now.
absolutely, 110%.
But the only thing that like I say that I would have picked up with Joseph is how stiff he got. You know, even though he was trying to be cool, calm, collected, Joe cool, he got real stiff. But well, folks, that was our last hand. Thank everybody for watching. Come out to Kojak's and like I said, meet some great people, have a lot of fun, make a little money. If the brush goes and gets you something, make sure you tip her big because she's not a bad gal. Amanda's not bad either, but Heather, when she's here, she's Amanda's standing right here. That's why I said that, guys. But anyway, y'all have a great night and goodbye.